welcome to the Super Pull of the South. The top stars are right here in Chapel Hill, Tennessee. This event is presented by Echo Outdoor Power Tools, the right tool. Hi, everybody. I'm Doc Riley, Power Pack Motorsports. And this little town south of Nashville has played host to 2 days to the best truck and tractor pullers in the nation, from the United States as well as from Canada. We have got super stock tractors that are incredible. High horsepower, turbocharged super stockers, and the unlimited modifieds, the heaviest motorsport in the world, the 7,500-pound super stock class, the first one out of the gate tonight. This is going to be a good one. Our test puller out of Milton, Indiana, aboard a John Deere is Mr. Neil Genninger, and our 7,500-pound super stock class to kick off the Super Pull of the South. Neil Genninger, long-time puller. That John Deere has not been in the winner's circle in the recent past, but it's been very consistent, running about 3rd to 5th place for most of the Grand National pulls this year. He's the test puller. He has the option of taking this pull, dropping 6, or dropping the last if he suffers any breakage. And look at that beautiful black smoke coming out of the hole as our class is underway. Good pull for the up and in on the John Deere 4010, burning that diesel, and an excellent pass right there here at Chapel Hill, Tennessee. He kicks it off the 7,500-pound super stock class. This is Jeff Middleton out of Wilmington, Ohio. Deere & Company, the name of the tractor. 1986 John Deere 4440. Now, this is his first year of Grand National pulling, but he's no stranger to the sport. He and his brother Keith have been campaigning tractors for about this past 7 years. And Jeff Middleton right now needs a little bit of experience, but he's had some good runs. He's had some good hooks to this point in the season, and we'll see what he can do here. Again, every competitor has the opportunity to spot that sled exactly where they want it, in between the white lines. He's going to take a track right at about the middle of the track. Right now we see some liquid coming out of the very bottom of that block. We'll have to see if that's going to affect his pull. But here comes Jeff Middleton. Jeff Middleton with a good run right there. Not quite as far as the other Deere, but the Deere & Company, the John Deere 4440, and that fluid, just a little bit of condensation coming out from underneath the chassis. But a pretty good effort right there for the young man from Wilmington, Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati. Next up, Stan Blagrave out of Ackerley, Texas. Great puller right here with a number of years, but I tell you, wherever he goes to pull, it's a long ways from the Lone Star State. Another international right here, and you notice where he spots the sled. Again, it's that puller's prerogative to be able to do it anywhere in between the white lines, but he's moved it a little left of center as we face the Luke Key Eliminator weight transfer sled. Stan Blagrave, Ackerley, Texas, has the green flag, and here he comes. International not having a good pull right there. The Red Horse not picking the front end up, and you notice that the left tire lost a little bit of traction right there, so a very disappointing run from the young man from Texas aboard the IH 1066. Next up, Bill Vorace. Bill Vorace, a former Pro Stock competitor, moved up to the Super Stock. Now, there's not that much difference. The size of the Pro Stock tires are a little bit smaller, and they're limited on the number of turbochargers they can use. In Grand National competition, Super Stock competitors can load it up with 4 turbochargers. The trick, getting them all to work together right here. Bill Vorace, the Orient Express, another tough-running John Deere. But it's been a long time since the John Deere's been able to win a Grand National event. But this guy right here, a very good Pro Stock puller, is able to make things happen like here. Let's see what happens as he enters year number 2 of Super Stock pulling. 4 turbos light up, and here he comes. with John Deere 4755. Not doing very well right there. You'll notice his particular flight pattern came and got kicked out a little bit right as he got to about 75 to 85 feet. So there must be a little soft spot down there on that particular track. 281.43. They're not getting a wheel speed. They're not getting a weight ride on these particular vehicles, but there's a whole lot of super stocks left back in the pack. Tom Dickerson led the points early this season, and he has to battle back. He's had a couple of good passes lately, but he needs a good one right here in Chapel Hill to get back on top of the heap. Tom Dickerson, only in New York, the 20-mule team tough running international super stock tractor. Good power, but I don't think he's going to have enough. Maybe he has to add another mule or two right there. Looked like he started off pretty well, but again, the track is throwing him from side to side. Where's that magical spot on the track? Well, Tom Dickerson thought he had it, but he's going to end up a little bit short. Jay Fugay, Tennessee Tracks. This is a home state volunteer puller right here. First time we've seen this track run the Grand National Circuit, but I got to tell you something. Anything can happen here at this unique All-American motorsport. Anything can happen. We've seen guys that have made their first hook at the Grand National Circuit pick up a win. It's not out of the realm of the possibility, and especially here in the super stock ranks where they know this good pulling dirt down here. We'll see what happens right here. Tennessee Tracks next up, the 7,500-pound super stock class. Making some tracks in that IH 3688 going to work right there. Heard a little bit of a rattle, and he's going to need a tow tractor right away. What a great story this next puller is. Tom Morrissey, the Groundhog. Now, he's out of Kentucky. He's never run the Grand National Circuit before, but at the beginning of the year, he came to the first one and then did pretty well. Came to the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and he's up there right now on the points. He is going to spot the tractor on the far left side. First time we've seen it over in that area. They're looking for a good groove, something that's going to be consistent the entire length of the track. As we've seen, it's kicked him around a little bit from about 75 to 85 feet over there. And we're going to see what's going to happen as the Groundhog gets set to hook. Tom Morrissey out of Kentucky. And as he hooks to the tractor, looks like he's going to take a diagonal shot right across the pulling area. Again, it's their option. Spot the sled wherever you want, but you got to have the right part of the track to work with. The Groundhog go. I tell you, he likes this Grand National pulling, doesn't he? He takes it right out there, and it's going to be real, real close. He probably's grabbed the lead right now. The man out of Jeffersontown, Kentucky, definitely has picked up the top spot here at the Lions Grand Nationals, the Super Pull of the South right there. Well, Lyle Hall, the last competitor here, the last in the class. We've only got one out the gate at 300 feet, and that was Tom Morrissey. He spotted the sled on the far right side. Every other competitor stayed right at about center track. Lyle Hall's been pulling for a lot of years, and look where he spots the Lukey Eliminator on the right side. He'll let the track actually let him drift from right to left as he comes down the 300-foot pulling surface. We'll see if it will happen this time. One out the gate, Lyle Hall could make it two. Lyle Hall out of Waupun, Wisconsin. A number of years pulling with this Minneapolis Moline G1000 Vista. It runs on alcohol. Tough running tractor right here. But again, we'll have to see if he's going to drift from left to right. No, he pops it once. He's got two attempts to get by 75. Here he comes. Well, a good run right there by Lyle Hall, but then something cuts loose. He really tried to stay on it, but he's going to fall way short. Had the right idea, but not the right outcome. Tom Morrissey, the young man out of Kentucky, the Groundhog, picks up a Grand National win as he's the only person to go out 300 feet. Well, we're here with Tom Morrissey. I got to tell you, this is your first trip to the Winner's Circle Grand National, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's the first Grand National that we've ever won.
Feel pretty good?
Real good, real good. Just sitting up there all hyped up now.
Well, I got to tell you something. We talked about it quite a bit, and I don't know why no one else did the exact same thing that you did. You spotted the sled on the far right side and just kind of let the track pull you over here to the 300-foot line.
Well, that's everybody was sucking them midways of the track. It was sucking them to the one side. When they got to the other end, it sucked them to the other side. Everybody was locking brakes to get through it. I angled the sled at an angle away from the one side and figured that the track would suck me one way, then it would suck me the other way. I didn't hardly have to touch the brakes at all. I let the track do the work it said for the tractor.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
Tom Morrissey, the Groundhog, picks up his first Grand National win, and we'll be back with more Power Pack Motorsports right after this.